No, it's not working. Trash. No. It's completely just knocked everything out. I don't believe this. And it's knocked all my cameras out of place again. As soon as I come out. Chris, how you doing, my friend? I've Windows updated on my OBS, and what you breaking, Mick? It's not Windows. It deleted one of my scenes from OBS, and I lost everything. So now I'm trying to reset everything up, and the commands are now not working. And now it's putting everything on the cameras. As soon as I come out, I'll show you what actually happens. If I scroll down and come back up, sometimes it breaks the cameras out. Windows, it updated OBS. It was in one of the updates, and when I let it finish, because I thought it was all to do with Windows, it's completely ruined it. I'm just running to... I hate OBS, and I hate Windows. Yeah, bloody Microsoft. And it's no exaggeration, which you guys can see. I'm on the commands at the minute, and look, I've never set any of this up before. So now what it's done, it's completely... It looks like it's given me the new interface, and it's screwed everything up. Literally everything. So now I've got no commands. I've got... let me have a quick look. I think I've got... I had to put all my cameras back. It corrupted everything, and the commands weren't working, which the commands still ain't working on that front. I just give up with OBS. It's just absolutely an headache. Windows top screen, right? That's not working. No. Let me see if I can put that at the top. Bloody Windows, I tell you. Right, so you guys can obviously hear me, right? So I've got, if I scroll this down, right, I've obviously got OBS running. So I'm obviously going into, yeah, PC. Yeah, I had the thought that PCD had issues with these. Well, all of my commands are now not working, literally, and I've got my commands set up, which are all here, right? I've got Borat, and I should have Rosin ones. So all my commands are on one side, which you can clearly see. So I've got all my commands, but they're not working completely. And if you have a look, 3 of 3 are connected. So these are all connected up. So I've got everything connected. Bot, Studio, and OBS. No, ain't working. Completely, the update is completely ruined it. And I don't know what it's done. It's just like 90% of everything. Yeah, that's how I was last month. It was just falling apart. I'll give up with the bloody thing, to be honest. Okay, I really do. It just gives me an headache. Microsoft just won't leave things alone, you know. And as soon as there's an update, it just screws everything up. So yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them things that it's out of your hands and you can't do nothing about. At the end of it, I don't care how good you are with a technician. Once it breaks a program, it completely breaks it. So you take a working program and then literally just think, do you know what? Let's just break it and give everyone else an headache. At the end of the day, I don't like the new system, man. They've done it. It's put everything now in category, which it didn't do before. It was just in boxes that I could understand, but obviously, and on my camera, I had all my camera set up. I lost everything on the camera setup, which when you go through your camera setup for your keyboard and your face cam, you've got all your scenes connected up, which you can clearly see. You can see the scenes all set up from in now, from your camera setup. So if you click on like ending, everything else is in here that obviously you see, that was in them different scenes, right? So they're all in command. It's just OBS. Yeah, it's on Linux. Or is it just... I'm afraid it's just Windows. I've not known it to be totally honest. You can run it. You can run Windows programs through Linux, but you have to use third-party piece of software, and it's not, obviously not for the faint of heart. And it's true what Andy said, you still got to write commands out. All right, it's got a lot better, but it's obviously not great. So I've lost camera settings to do with all my camera, because it literally, I've lost that. All my green screen, literally everything. So now, if I want to run a command, like this one, say for argument's sake, if I want to run it, I can run it, but I have to do it manually, which is not ideal. So, and it's the same with Borat. So if I want to run Borat and all that, but the idea of your trigger commands, it has to run through SteamerBot. I've watched Rusty's Rub's video, which he sent me, and unfortunately, like everything else, yeah, it's completely broke it. So now I can't use it at all, because it looks like OBS is now completely updated and broke the command. So there's now an issue between the command from OBS talking to StreamerBot. Yeah, ain't this the commands, the Stream Elements thing? No. Stream Elements are mainly used for, it's if you want to link like PayPal, anything else up, you have to do it through StreamerBot. StreamerBot is the third-party program that runs in conjunction with OBS. It's really complex. It's not for the faint-hearted, and that's what the trouble is if that's not configured. That's why you see commands on the top right-hand side. You're actually, yeah, let me show you. It's just easier to show you than try to explain. So if I go on here and I'll boot it down. Right, so when you go into StreamerBot, you'll see connected. You have to tie this in from this end. With this is where it gives you all your actions. So if you want to run commands, you've got all commands on here, right? So you have to. The idea is when you start off from home, you start off from actions and queues, actions, and if you haven't got an action on here and you want to add something in, right? You have to. Where was it? Rusty did say, I think he said that you have to go to add. You've got to add a command. It's really complex. I did manage to do it, but obviously I forgot I had to put all this in. So I've added all this in, and then basically once you've added this in, right, and you've got all of your commands on there, yeah. Now I've watched Nordic because he had 9 people on his once, and he uses Fork for OBS. See, I haven't got. See, I might have to try that. Obviously, I'm having issues now with since they've updated it on that front. This is the headache now I've got involved, because obviously now I can't use after programs now. I can't. It won't talk to it. So, and that's how it sort of talks. So you have to get it connected with the up here, and then once this is tied in, it ties into OBS Studio, YouTube Bot, and it has to have your broadcasting. These all have to be green. You can have 2 or 3 scenes. You can have more than 1 scene, and what tends to happen, it just won't see to it for some reason. Let me turn this off. There you go. Yeah, I think yeah, it's a paid thing that you make money for from their streaming. Yeah, this is the other thing that you've obviously got running in the background. It's just it was running all right until it decided that it wanted to do an update, and now it don't want to work. So unbelievable, and it keeps bloody altering everything, which I don't like. Oh, God. I wish it would just leave it alone, you know, but like 90% of the things, now the commands ain't working. If you type in Borat, command like hashtag, like the exclamation mark and type Borat, it normally brings up the command and plays it. And they have to be hidden on your command setup, which I've done. But it's still not working. It still will not work. Yeah, that's the command. And it's supposed to bring it up. But look, it's now not working. It's completely broken. Which it was before, till it done an update. So now it's broke something in the process. So, yeah. Yeah, and it's turned all the cameras off. What the hell? I've got no camera. So that command, CMD, right? Naughty, naughty. It's literally turned, now it's turned the cameras off. See? Why has it turned the cameras off? It literally turned the cameras off. This is now what it's doing. It's now turning the command. The commands are actually turning, it's turning the cameras off completely. Ah, there you go. It's turning everything off by default. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, OBS is updated, completely broke. Oh, my commands are not working, and it deleted my camera settings, which I had everything set up in my camera command. It was all corrupted. So now I've had to set up everything to run it, but no, it still looks like it's broke. And when you type in the command, yeah, that seems so much stress. Well, if you type in the Borat command, it don't work. And what it's doing by default, it's actually turning all the cameras off. It's putting the cameras off by default. What? I don't know what's going on. Yes. No, I'm on 11. Because it's obviously Windows 10 stopped being supported. So you just don't, you're more open rather than, unless you've got like, unless you've got the expansion of Windows 10 on that thing. I think it's what they call, it's an element thing. You have to pay for it for a year and you get another 3 years of updates for it. Yeah, your stream is at 480p as well. What? Is it? Your stream is at 480p? Wow. Actually, let me go on it. Double check. That wouldn't surprise me, guys. See what I mean? It's completely... I don't know what it's done. Let me go to it. Let me go to YouTube. This is why I do... Yeah, the highest will go. Wow. Now it's even broke that. Yeah, it looks grainy, doesn't it? It don't look all that. Yeah, 480. What? You're right. Mick, how the friggin' hell, what's it done on that? Mick, you can extend updates without paying. It's a massive sort out for Windows 10 for you. This is just, this Windows 11 light's just got on my nerves. How the fucking hell, sorry for me pardon for me French, but how the bloody hell was it done for output for Windows for 480? I thought it looked grainy. Oh God. How the heck do I get that up? Do I have to upgrade the bit rate for the encoder settings? Oh God. I don't know what the heck it's actually done. Massive, yeah, it's a massive Windows script, mate. Well, I don't know. Thanks, guys, for shouting that out. It's now at 400. I've gone down. So not only have I lost the commands, I'm now only streaming, and I can see it. You're right. 480p. That's the highest it'll go. You guys got any suggestions? Because I'm out of luck here. I am seriously. I'm at my wit's end. It's now put it at 480. How do you alter the bit rate? How do you alter the frame sections? Because that's normally done again. It's normally done through OBS. Docs, views, chats. Let's go to settings. Roll back your windows. I've tried that before, Mookie, and it don't. Windows just don't roll back too great. It still keeps all your defaulting issues there. I'm just having a look on me. I'm just looking into OBS's settings for the output for streaming to see if that causes anything. Rescale options. Well, it's saying on here. Right, let me show you guys, and you can see. Yeah, that'd be about right. Let's see if I can. What I do? Look, if I go to desktop view, you guys can watch what I'm doing. Right, so I'm going to go into settings. Right, so I'm going to open up the settings. I'm going to go to output, extend this out. So look, rescale output, right, it's been disabled, but the resolution is like it's 1080, so it's full HD, but I'm only getting 480. So obviously it's done something here. My bit rate anywhere up to about 5,000 is, you know, anywhere between 600 and something all the way up to 5,000 kilobytes per second. So I've got a good internet connection. I haven't touched none of this. So now, not only if it's something screwed up, because now this is your rescale output. So whatever this is, this should be outputting to your this actually should be outputting to 1080. Stu, how you doing, my OBS is broke. It done an update. It's now broke everything. I'm now streaming it. I've gone even worse. I've lost my commands, and I'm now streaming at the 480, which is the output. So the output on here should be full. It should be full HD, and it's not. And then, look, there's the streaming settings. So why am I streaming at that? This is what I don't get. Fucking Windows, man! I tell you, put it in the bin. Do you know what? I've got the best thing for it, right? Do you want my honest opinion? This is it. Right. Hold up. This is the best option. I'll put it in a bin. That's about the best option I can ever. So that's just what I feel like. Just putting it in a bin. Throw it in the trash. That's just how I feel like. Just putting it in the trash. It's done my head in that much. Well, the amplifier's been working. I've been using it today. And Mr. Worms was, you know what I was saying to you the other day? right? When I was doing the curry pot amplifier, Mr. Worms was watching. He was lurking in the background because he was on Mr. PC and Andy's stream today. And he said, "No, I was watching you, Chill." He said, "You made me laugh putting all that glue in." I went, "Well, if Mr. Worms is watching," I said, "he's missing out on the glue, the hot glue. But I can't find the lid for it. But I've been using it today. I had it out in the kitchen. I was running a little speaker from it. It was all right. Plugged it into me. I was just running it through my phone, and I never had any issues. But I can't get my head around this. Our Stream Elements, all this OBS like. I just feel like I just want to put an hammer to it completely. You take something good that's working, and then they come along, update it, and then break it. You think, no. Yeah, not the greatest of guys, I tell you. So I've lost all my counter. I ain't got my counter coming up to find everything. I've literally, and my camera's defaulted because obviously all the commands are gone. Literally everything. It corrupted. I don't know what it done, but it's completely corrupted it. It's enough to give you an headache. Yeah, you need to back up your settings. The only thing is, no, Stu, it won't back up OBS. OBS runs on its own unique software settings. And the trouble is, if it's updated, it defaults everything. It's like Windows. Windows has got a thing called core updating. So when it goes through, that's why you get package updates. These big, massive package updates, when they go 24, 23 H2, it's 25 H2, which is the latest one. They're massive core update packages. And what it does, it overhauls the whole of Windows. So whatever you got defaulted, it now puts it back to default. So if you took something off, it puts it back to default. It's just the way Windows have done it. OBS does the same thing. It's supposed to override and keep your settings. And guess what? It don't. Obviously, it's broke mine. So now, obviously, I'm not only streaming at 480, which I'm running at 1080, which you guys just see. Yeah, I've got it on Windows 10 and extended support, and there's no bloat using it massively. Have you got a computer powerful enough to run OBS? Well, that's just it. I'm streaming at iPhone 16 all the way. You obviously have. Well, I have got, believe it or not, this one of the latest Samsung phones, right, on the tablet. You've got a thing called Samsung DeX, right? I can stream it wirelessly, but I've never used it at the end of the day. But it's another Samsung device thing that you can stream, and it runs like, I think they're like their own operating system. So it looks like a Windows desktop, but you're limited to what you can do on it. But I thought, I'll just test this to see if it's all up and running. No, it's still stream. No, so I've lost my stream, and I've lost all my commands. Oh, and I've lost the counter, and I've lost my camera settings because it was all down at the bottom. So, yeah, besides that, all hunky-dory. You think, no. I have OBS on my laptop and the i5, and it's still like Windows 11 23H2. So, yeah, well, that's just it, though, Mookie. There's two big core updates for that. 23H2. I think that's what actually happened. If I remember correctly, after 23H2, 24H and 25H2, they massively added a lot of AI stuff. So you're probably right not to update it. The only downside is by you not updating, you're not getting all your security updates. So it leaves the operating system vulnerable. But I wish I bloody would just turn it off. But as usual, yeah, my Windows machine can't even update to 11. No, that's obviously TPM 2.0. It's not compatible. You can force it on, but Stu, you're better off just, I would just say avoid it. They just keep breaking it. They can't leave it alone on that front. They just can't. I'll show you what they've done on mine. Where is it? Let me just go to that, guys. Yeah, it's prior to recall features. So if I click on and go into settings, and then it boots this up. You guys can see. Let me have a look. So what I want to do is I'll get this side, right? So let me go into the app system. So I'll go into the system, right, and then you can get about out of the device if it'll let you, right. So obviously all this side, it now brings it up to what you've got. So obviously I've got a terabyte, I've got a 6 GB card. Obviously the board packed up on the other one, so I've got 16 gigs of RAM. So it tells you here what your core system's running at, and the latest is right here, which is 25H2 at the end of the day. Obviously, home edition makes no difference if you've got private. Obviously, it's a good spec, don't get me wrong. It's overkill for what I want it to, but I'm obviously running into problems, just like trying to, it's OBS and Windows. As soon as they start doing it, they don't talk to each other or it breaks it. Yeah, mine's got TPM 2.2, but the processor is not supported for the i7 first gen. Ah, right, okay. Oh, I think it has to be, the first generation. Yeah, that's for the reason. It's rocking to the cause, lol. My business is PC, Montana. My NUCs, I'm running Windows 11 a lot, so no App Store bloke, nah. Obviously, Mookie, this is what causes a big portion of problems. They keep putting bloatware, and obviously I run Chris Titus's script, so I'll de-bloat it anyway. Because I watched one of his live streams, and I put it on there, and take a lot of the Microsoft stuff off. You've got to be careful because you can actually break Windows. You can disable it from the telemetry, which I've done. I've got it running as quick as I can, and it was running lovely. But now, obviously, Windows and the updates come along with OBS and completely broke it. Well, it's not broke it for working, but it's broke my commands, and now I'm streaming at 480, which is clearly see on the settings. I'm supposed to be at 1080, which is full HD. So now I'm not running even that. Yeah. So yeah, to be fair, but Windows, all of that. I don't have workloads with shitty. Yeah, the shitty Apple iTunes. Don't even get me started on that, Stu. I've got an iMac there, right? An old iMac. I use it for video and photo editing and doing like videos, burning all my video stuff. Because look, I've got an old. Let me have a look. You guys can't see. I've got an old I've got a Panasonic. No, it's a Pioneer DVD 108 recorder. I used to use it back in the 90s when I used to do my old discs, and it works lovely. It works all right on that. But that's fun. But I don't like the interface. I totally agree with you. iTunes is a nightmare, especially with Apple stuff. This is why I don't have Apple iPhones or anything. Yeah, the 4th gen with i5, i7, I think it can run as long as the hardware drives. The Celeron N400s can't run Windows 11, even though it's certified. It's like a snail and a quick. Oh right, seriously. Yeah, obviously I watch Mr. PC DD. He's a bit of a tech when it comes to PC stuff. I'm just eating my yogurt. I'll get these ones. These are actually nice. On it, and it says feed your inner happiness at the end of the day. It's mango and passion fruit. Pico, it's Windows updated, and also it's broke OBS. It's now I'm streaming at 480, even though I've got 1080 as advertised. So I don't know what it's done. I've got Stream Elements running. Now it's completely broke it. So I thought I'd run a quick test stream to see if this is working. Yeah, I've got Windows, I've got the stream running, but it deleted all my camera settings and I lost everything in the scene setup. So now my camera's defaulted, which you can see. I've lost me counter, I've lost all of my commands, they're not working. And it won't go up to no past 480, which is, I don't know what the heck it's done. I really don't. And it's completely updated. I've got all the new stream thing on there now, which I've got all of this. Now, before, I never had none of this at the side of it. I've got Stream Elements Live. I've got Audio Stop. Never had that before. I don't even know what all this is. And it's altered all of this, which I never had this set up like that. So I don't know what the heck it's actually done. It actually looks like it's broke something. Which is bloody frustrating, because now, obviously, I can't stream in 480. I mean, it's grainy. I can actually see it's grainy. It is, there's 10 in chat. Mick, tell Bronson to be on his best behaviour. Well, he's just took my pot, Stu. He's just took the oh no. he's obviously took the pot and he's wagging his tail because he's obviously thinking, oh, I'll have that. So now the sods took it. I was eating my yogurt. Now he took the yogurt pot. So now he's took the yogurt pot and think, no, you're not having the yogurt pot. I'm having it. That monkey. Oi, give me that here, monkey. What you done? You big goofy git. He is one big goofy git. It's the size of his head. He's been causing havoc today. He chased a cat. Bonzy. And you stinking all stinky. Stinky. Nick my yogurt pot. I was eating that. Like a little git. I was really enjoying my yogurt. And when I looked round, and I went, oh yeah, there's the spoon. You've got it all round your chops, Bronson, and you farted. He's stinking all. Go over there. Bloody hell. God, yeah, dogs. Obviously, he's not happy when I nicked my yogurt pot, but he's dropped one as well. Yeah, yeah, it does have a it does have a Linux build, but it's just that it's just bad. That's why I'm getting serious using the SteamYard. Yeah, I mean that's the trouble. Obviously, Linux has got a lot better, but it's still not perfect. Windows is just click and go, but all Windows does, it just tends to break apps. It tends to break programs when it does core updating. I mean, they look like they try to update Windows and it breaks things in the process. I mean, now obviously I've got a full working PC, but now obviously a partly working OBS. No wonder you keep getting lightheaded, Mick. Yeah, can you wonder at it? Obviously, I've got to go to the hospital next week. I've got to go to the cardiology. And I've got to have a brain scan, which they're not going to find much in there, I'm telling you that now. And I've got to have one of those 24-hour bloody monitor things, which I'm not too happy about. Art monitor. So I've got to be wired for sound and strapped up. And I've got to keep it on for 24 hours. So I want to keep an eye on it. Touch wood, no, Stu, it ain't been too bad. I still keep it. It's only so slight. It's not as bad as what it was. Yes, take bits of the iStream. Take it to the bits on the IC. The Xenoboot is NUCB. Ain't great. I'm going to try Mint. Yeah, Mint's supposed to be better, Mookie. There's 3 versions of Mint. The latest versions is the top one, and the other 2 versions underneath from the top are for older computers. But yeah, apparently Mint is supposed to be. They've done a massive update on it. Apparently, it needed a little bit of an overhaul on that front, and it looks like it has. You know, you still have to use third-party programs to run Windows stuff, but obviously you still got to type a few commands in. Not as bad as what it was, but you still got to type commands in. And if you've not used Linux and you're sure of how to use it, it can be a little bit daunting. Because obviously you've got to write sudo in everything, and it's too much. If they obviously done a program where you just double click like Windows does, then people will use Linux more, but they won't because they don't know what they're doing, and you can actually make things worse. Yeah, a lot of people are still using Zorin. Yeah, you can run a lot of Windows stuff. Yeah. Yeah, my mate has actually got a Ryzen with Windows 11 drop Wi-Fi. He sort of switch. He switched to Mint, and he says it runs so much better. Yeah, because you know why? Because there's no bloatware. There's obviously no bloatware. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Obviously, Linux has got problems of its own. There's a massive, because it's open core. It means it's open for people can hack into it and put all types of nasty malicious stuff in, because it's it's open source. Not like Windows. I mean, that's a laugh. Even Windows does a good job of bricking itself by the operating system. So you can't win. What do you have? Yeah, Zorin OS and Mint are both actually good. Yeah, Zorin's actually a little bit lighter than Mint. I think it's a much more lighter version. There's more programs in Mint since they've updated it. Yeah, don't mind actually Linux. Used back in the XP days. Forget the commands a bit. Yeah, but they are eventually. Mint is supported with updates. It's just like Windows. It didn't used to be no stew, because like I said, they did do an overhaul of the actual the Mint community. I think they updated the core, the actual core of the system, so they made it a little bit easier. Actually, come to think about it, yeah. Let me click these guys. Let me go over Windows Desktop. So let me go into. It's actually going to home to Linux Mint. So we'll click on Mint. So basically, you've got two versions you've got Mint. So if you click on download, and then it gives you these versions. You've got Cinnamon Edition of Mint, which is the newest version. But it's obviously brand new features because they've updated it. And then you've got the X-Face Edition. Now, these are for older versions. And you've also got the Mate Edition. These are for older computers. Yeah, your new build for the actual others. Yeah. I reckon that it ain't got, from my streaming, because it runs from Linux, and it actually put me on. Yes, Bronson, he's glued me up. Yeah, it's because it's actually on there. Yeah, Minix is based on Ubuntu. Yeah, see, because again, that was the very first edition, wasn't it? It was like a Ubuntu, and then they have obviously updated it. So, actually, if like they don't even, does it actually say how big that program is? So the Cinnamon Edition is the latest version. So if you click download, it's actually not too bad. It's only 2.9 gigabytes at the end of the day. Let's have a click on the recent announcements. So this was updated 13th of January 2026. Yeah, 2 gigabytes. So 2.9. It's coming up on there, 2.9 gig. So that was only updated 13th of January. Which is not that long ago. Yeah, that's fair. That's not actually that long ago since that got updated. They overhauled the whole of the system. It runs faster than Windows. It probably does. The trouble is, could you actually get Windows-based programs like OBS running on it 13 days ago? Yeah. Can you actually run programs like OBS and StreamerBot? Because these are really Windows-based computers. They don't you try and run things through, you have to run them through third parties. Actually, can you actually, I'm pretty sure, I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look. Right, let me download, what you guys on there, I'll download it, right, so I'll go back. Verify. So you've got mirrors. So we can click on download from one of the mirrors below. So we click Linux Mint. This is the Cinnamon edition. So I'm going to download it. Right. We'll bung it on. But actually, well, it ain't going to take, shouldn't take too long. It says 5 minutes. Well, bloody hell. Well, that can't be a very quick server at the end of the day. So what I'll do, I'll run it through. Yeah, actually, I was going to do what Mookie says. I was going to actually put it through a virtual machine. Can you, does the Home Edition have a virtual machine? Can you actually down and install it for a virtual machine? I know Windows X, I know the Professional does it. It's got it built in. Obviously, it's got other stuff built in it as well. I don't think Home Edition has. Pico. Yes, you can actually. Oh, we are. Mr. Pico's actually did say. He said, yeah, you can run absolutely both OBS and StreamYard on Linux Mint, but they're both well supported with OBS, with native application and SteamYard running through your web browser. That's acquiring to Google. That's what they're actually saying. We'll let it download. I see. I don't know if it's actually got a virtual machine on. Let's go to. I don't think it has. Let's double check. Control. No. Don't think I don't think it runs a virtual machine on there. Home Edition don't run it. I think it's only on Professionals only. Yeah, I don't think you can. Oh, so. Look, it goes to show Windows is broke. It's not even opening it when you ask it to open. It goes. This is what really bugs me. You've got an option here, right, to open the results in the browser or click on the link. And 25H2 is completely broken. Wow. It won't even. You click on it, nothing. Nothing. That's how bad Windows is. This is my prime example. You can't even run it. You can't open up a browser. It won't. So straight away, they fix something, break it, and then they break other programs in the return as well. If it comes to it, I'll just put Windows Linux. I'll just put Mint on. I'll have to try and bear with it on that front. Yeah, did you do the new? Yeah, I did. It done it automatically. Unfortunately, I'm just having a look to see if it was on there, and it's put it. Looks like it's done it. Yeah, it's problems with OBS. It's free, so it's working as. How's that getting on? Is that finished? Nearly 24 seconds to go. Yeah, then you've got the problem. Yeah, it looks like it's broke it. Oh dear. See what I mean, Peter? This is what I'm saying earlier on, my friend. Yeah, obviously, it updated all of OBS, so it's broke OBS and it's broke Windows in return. Let's have a look to see if we got a virtual machine, if we can download a virtual machine. It just seems to break everything. Yeah. Oh my god. It's really obviously the hard drive ain't helping. It's a platter hard drive. It's a 7200, so it's running really slow as well. On that front. Read more. VirtualBox. Normally, VirtualBox can normally give you recent releases for VirtualBoxes. Yeah, I'll click on download. Accept and download. That's the expansion pack. I don't really want the expansion pack. VirtualBox for platforms. Host. See that they do Linux distributors as well. Here we go. VirtualBox. Platforms. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've actually turned update, so I'd prefer to install. Yeah, paid for the updates for 4 customers. Yeah, let me have a quick look to see if that's actually put that actually in there. There we go. This is annoying. It really bugs me. Windows just can't leave things alone. Now, obviously, I've got VirtualBox. It comes standard with Pro version, which I've got on the PC. It just comes bog standard with it. So, obviously, Home Edition, it doesn't give you it. You know, Python support, host networking and all that. That's alright. Yeah, so click install. Cool. Wish I'd just leave things alone, but no, it doesn't work like that. That's, I'll tell you what, that platter hard drive, even though it's healthy, right, it's at 96% healthy. It's slow as anything because it's only 7200. Just makes everything so bloody slow. I can't believe he nicked my bloody... He nicked my yoghurt, that Bronson. He's a soddy. I thought you was actually putting Mint. This is, yeah, I've got to install... you can't just install Mint. I'm running it through VirtualBox, so I can have a look. Downside to big drives is more for it's for more storage. Yeah. No, I'm going to run it through VirtualBox. Hopefully, might be able to get this up running and have a quick look. If I run it through VirtualBox, I ain't got to have it installed. You can run it through like third party, otherwise it'll kick all the stream off. Right, so oh, no. So let me have a look. See, no, it right. So we got basic mode. Yeah, we just leave it onto basic mode. Let me go on that basic mode one. So now I can see the stream. What I'll do, I'll move that to one side. Yeah, Dave's unbranded. Guess your maximum. Yeah, Dave's Unbranded. It done an update. It's buggered all OBS up and it's broke Windows, I'm afraid to say, on that front, which is really annoying. So, so what I want to do is open up. Let's go to downloads, Streamlabs, VMs. Open that. Name of the virtual server. I'm just going to call it Mint. VM folders, OS Edition, Linux, Ubuntu. We should have Oracle Linux, Ubuntu. I think it was Ubuntu. OS Edition. IS images, other. Let me have a quick look, see if it's on there. Click open. So we're going to call it Nick. Click next. Username and password. Oh yeah, see what I mean? I've set up an unused guest installation. Can't you install guest? Obviously, I'll install that one for images and go straight to it. It does look bad on the TV. I don't know, Mr. Peter. I don't even know how to correct it. I've gone to the settings and the settings are defaulted to 1080, but it's obviously at 480. So, so what I'm going to do, username. I'm just going to call it 123. Let's just call it Mint. Right, password, just leave password blank. Confirm password. We're just going to go username Mint. Yeah, see the size of me. You want to see the size of me TV? Right, obviously it won't work because I've got to put a bloody password in. Mint. It won't work unless you put passwords in. This is you look on Discord. Okay, bud. This is the only thing with Linux Mint. You can't bypass it. You have to put passwords and usernames in. And this is the only thing. So I've just created it, all of that. Basic memory. I just want to install this and have a quick look. See actually what it looks like on here. CPU size up to 2 terabytes, 25 gigabytes. That front. That'll do. What we've got a username, Mint Box, Cinnamon Edition, true, processing, product key names, guest, false, install in the background, false, use guest installation is true, and I've set up a hard drive partition as 25 gigabytes, which is more than enough. Click finish, and then what we're going to do, we're going to click start and we'll let it run. This is why, I mean, running through virtual machines, let me have a quick look on Discord. Running it through virtual machines, actually, it's not a bad idea. I wish you'd leave it alone, though. Obviously, I didn't have any of this. Oh, excuse me. Whereabouts, Mr. Pico? Where did you put it? Did you actually put it on there? Hold up, what's this? The virtual machine failed to boot because it might be missing, what's it on about? A missing operating system. Mount and retry a boot. I've already fucking done this. It's actually there. That's the actual operating system. Right, start Linux Mint. Hold up. Michael, yeah, look on Discord. Mike, yes. Yeah, streaming at virtual machines, eh? Dave said look at Discord. Okay. What is it actually on these? Is it on Dave's Unbranded one? It's actually expanded the screen. Now I can't see nothing. Great, lovely. Dave said, look on Discord. Dave, whereabouts did you leave it on Discord? There's so many Discords on here. Retro. Sharing the screen. Right, hold up. He says, watch the stream. Dave's unbranded says, watch the screen. So, it's got a black screen. I've got the thing on it. I'm not in the room. Right, okay. Hey? Well, we got Linux Mint up and running. She's running on a virtual machine. So straight away, but your stream is on. Yeah, I've noticed that. Actually, let me try that again. Watch the stream. Yeah, I'm looking at your room. But you're not in the stream. What? What is going on with... See what I mean? This is the reasons why I've actually said, what the heck is going on? Oh, Lord, you're not using the SSD, the virtual... You'll be suffering. The VM, you'll be suffering on that. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the stream. I'm looking at that. Dave, you're actually... You're on TV. So we've got, I've set up, I've run the virtual machine from Linux Mint, which is the latest version, right? So straight away, I just wanted to have a look because I've not used Linux Mint for years, right? I just installed it and then I went, oh, it's all this command, I'll take it off. Now, what we're trying to do? Well, Windows updated, and what it's done, not only did it break part of Windows, but it completely has broken OBS. So it deleted all my camera settings. Bin. Yeah, Stu's got the right idea. Put it in the bin. And where it's obviously broken OBS, I'm now only, even though I've got it in 1080, it's streaming at 480. So I thought, let's download Linux Mint. I just want to have to see if I can actually get the program to run OBS on Linux Mint. Yeah, please do not swear when you're on live tube. Yes, no, I'm all right there, guys. Don't worry. Oh God. Yeah, watch your P's and Q's. So yeah, I'm actually not even in the room anymore. So I'm actually walking my dog. Right, okay, my friend. Well, I've not used Linux Mint for many years. So obviously I wanted to download the latest version, which is the Cinnamon edition of the Linux Mint. Put it on a virtual machine. So I can't help you with Linux Mint or with OBS with Linux. So that's all right, Michael. No worries, my friend. You can use OBS in Mint. Yes. Have you got any ideas where to go from here? Because obviously I've not used this in a very, very long while. So yeah, where is the browser? Because obviously this is obviously the latest version of Linux. This is obviously the Cinnamon edition. I assume that looks like a browser. It is. So it's a Fox browser. So let's go into that. Yeah, no help there. I've never used it. So obviously we've got Dave's Unbranded. It's just that you've got to go to OBS website and it says download for the actual Linux. So, right, so import from the other browser. Save and continue. Right, okay. Why? Why do we have to go through all of this? Right, okay. Because I can still chill. Do you need a new PC for streaming? Well, it looks like it, bud. Definitely, 100%. Car4's help. I mean, obviously, this is the latest version of Linux Mint on that front. So, oops, wrong account. Hello, everyone. Right, so OBS. It's a little bit slow because I'm running it through a virtual server. So you guys can see it for yourself. The good thing is, I haven't got to muck about because it's running it through a virtual server. So I'm not upsetting none of my stuff. What we're trying to do, as I said, Car4, obviously because you jumped in on board, Windows updated my PC. You need something like £1,000 at least, $1,000. Oh God, yeah, that might be a bit much. That's at my price region on that front, Michael. Sorry, bud. Yeah, Windows updated. Done the core update, put everything up to the latest update, 25H2. Broke part of Windows, and also it updated OBS and completely broke it. That's where we're at. So what I've done, I downloaded Virtual Machine, download Linux Mint, obviously the latest version, which is the Cinnamon Edition, and running it through a virtual server. I wanted to have a look. Yeah, I run the 2020 Threadripper. Yeah, because the Threadrippers, they're you can have loads of cores on them. Literally, they're a beast of a system. Dang update. Yeah. So what we do, I nearly clicked on bloody Windows for a minute. God, truth, that would have been catastrophic on that front. So download on the flat up. Right, okay. Dang. Yeah, no, you don't need to do as much. Obviously, run Mint or Zorin. It's about 10 times faster than Windows and all that bloatware stuff. So far, so good. Right, obviously, I've clicked on the web page, got OBS. I just want to see if obviously all of this is obviously causing any issues. The trouble is I've got terminal there, but it doesn't show you where the download is. Is that download? This is the only thing that lets it down, because it doesn't show you where all your downloads go. So let's see if I can find downloads. Here we go. Yeah, you can pick a multi-core on the Z440, and they run pretty as well as the same things, the 32, 64 gigabytes of RAM under 500. Damn. Yeah. Obviously, that's actually quite good. Well, I don't know what's actually happened, but there's nothing in downloads. This is what I said to you about Linux Mint. I know they updated it, and they said they've made it a lot easier. All right, then where is it? It's not even in there. It obviously, right. If it says if nothing happens, it may be that it doesn't support the Flatpub Eucharist. In case that, download the file. Right, okay. Well, straight away that's a good shout out, isn't it? Right. So now it's obviously, it says if nothing happens, and then run it from File Manager. Right, okay. It does look a little bit like Windows. It does. I've got to agree. It does look like Windows a little bit. So far, it's double click. It's just like Windows. So Linux Mint did say they did try to get it looking like Windows because they wanted people to go to Linux and try to use it. Dave, yeah, he's probably like it's in Firefox folder. No, you've actually got it install Mint on the Intel and the NUC, and now you have to have it to play. So I've got it in virtual. I've obviously got it in VirtualBox. I'm running it in VirtualBox. I downloaded it. Obviously, I just want to see if if it's as easy as what they said there is. So far, it has. It's just that my hard drive's really slow. That 7200, even though it's healthy, it's bottlenecking, which I can see it is. It's choking itself up. Yeah, you've got to wait to install Mint on the Intel NUC, and then you have a play. Obviously, it's running through Windows, which is running through a VirtualBox as well. So obviously, it's going to be slow. I mean, obviously, this is a PC that Mr. PC DD donated to me, kindly donated. So it got me back up and running on that front. Dave's Unbranded, what PC do you have? It's bottlenecking to another bottleneck. That's exactly what it's doing, 8-bit. It's doing that, sir. It's running. That's where it's choking itself up. That's down to the drive. You know, I think you'll have a problem with that USB through the VirtualBox. At least I had it the last time I tried. Yeah, the PC's obviously. This is where it's eating all of the. Actually, let me have a quick look. If I go into why that's doing that, it's going to taskbar settings, and let's have a quick look, see what it's doing. That's it. Task manager. Where am I going? Bloody Windows. Right. Okay. No, it's not too bad. Oh no, yeah, CPU's choked. It's pretty choked on the CPU, so he's obviously using all the 5 cores. OBS and Brave software, looks like the Brave software is using massive amounts, obviously, on that front. OBS is choking up about 45%, but it looks like the memory is being used by 50% of the Brave browser, which is using nearly 1 gigabyte of memory. So it's 50% of all the other programs running. VirtualBox is not, you can actually see the OBS settings here. It's not using as much. OBS actually is not hardly touching the CPU. The virtual percent is barely about 20%. So really what's using it is OBS and Brave software that's killing it. So OBS is not, obviously it's not doing it. It's obviously due to the other programs choking this up. Now, I actually have everything working on Linux, so on Discord, so OBS seems great to me. Don't worry about memory of the inside of Linux, it's corrupted. Yeah. Browsers use like loads of memory based on the Chromium, yeah. It's obviously just sitting there hanging. It has. It's the software manager is actually hung. It's obviously, you can't press it. It's not like an F5 situation. You can't press F5 to refresh it. It's actually, I think it's broke it. It's obviously, well, that was a good starting point with Linux Mint. It's obviously broke. It's broke it to the point now it won't even click. Oh dear. Yeah, obviously at 480. Yeah, YouTube is, your max settings at 480. Yeah, I know. OBS has done it. OBS has killed it. Yeah, I've only got 480. Everyone's got 480. I checked. Even though OBS has got the settings for 1080. And I'll show you. If I go back into, let that run in the background. If I go into Linux in here and I'll go into File, Settings. You guys can see it for yourself. If I go to video, right, Let's expand it out a bit. You guys can see. Yeah, look at here. That aspect ratio. Look, 1024 by 576. That's a bit of a weird resolution. But it's supposed to be in 1024, but instead it's put it at 480. So the video outputting, right? If I go to output, the bitrate on there, look, rescaling the output is supposed to be full HD. Yeah, that isn't the stream. So it's still the kilobytes. What it's done, it's remembered some of my settings, but it's wiped a lot of the other settings. Checks Windows drivers. Yeah, it's actually a good shout. So what it's done, Windows is completely, it's partly recognised it, left it, partly defaulted, and it's wiped some of the settings in the same time. Windows, yeah, look, update needed. That's just a security. That's nothing. Let's click on user promo and we'll go into optional extras. Is there any optional? Yeah, driver updates. Now, why does Windows do this? This is obviously internal stuff. And it's all internal hardware failure. Look, like chipsets, all of this. But this already got installed. So some of these drivers, yeah, they are. Look at the driver dates. 2016. These are too old. If I do that, that'll actually break it even more. That'll make it even slower. I'm not installing them. Yeah, who cares? No, man, don't. No. Yeah, it has to be a reason why it's maximum 400 now. Me streaming, obviously my streaming side is here. It's graded out because I'm streaming. It thinks it's supposed to be at 1080 full. It's supposed to be at full HD. Which that's what it is, 1920 by 1080. But instead, it's put it at 480. This is the reasons why I said I wanted to do a test, find out. I don't know what it's done, but it's broke OBS in the process. OBS updated, and then it got broke. Yeah, that's completely broke. That's completely broke mint, that is. Right, okay, I'll have to, I might have to go to that and then shut down VirtualBox and then task it. There you go. What it's done, it's obviously OBS is, looking at that memory setting, Brave software is killing the memory. It's killing the memory side. I'll tell you what, let me shut this down. Close it down, right? Because whatever it was running so much. Yeah, I don't understand. The VM is actually worthless, I agree. So obviously, VirtualBox, Linux Mint is probably better off running on its, which I totally agree with you guys. If you're going to run Linux Mint, you're better off running it on its own terms. To literally not run it through a virtual server on that front. You're better off just literally running it on its own core system if you're going to have a better experience. You obviously can you actually run? Am I right in saying? I'll have to use my computer skills, but I can probably Google it. Can you actually run Linux Mint like on a one of these sticks, like like a little scan disk or something like that, and then bypass it so you don't have to run through Windows? I know you did with some of them. With some of you actually do that. Yeah, you've got a spare hard drive to swap the. No, chill. You go and install 2016 drivers. Yeah, go ahead and install them 2016 drivers. Do you reckon that's what could be causing it? Yeah, it's a bit slow. Yeah, Linux Live, yes, but it won't be quick. Right, okay. Yeah, it won't be slow, but it will. Hold up. Mookie's saying it won't be slow, and Carfor saying yeah, it won't. Oh right, okay, it won't be slow. So yeah, I thought you said it won't be quick. So yeah, no, sorry guys, I misread that message. Yeah, it's absolutely the best drivers and performance you're going to get out of a PC from Intel or Microsoft. Yeah. Obviously, I am definitely running something's broke here along the line. Really, what I could do is, if you want my honest opinion, let's actually go back into, let's go back into the desktop. Overhead. Windows desktop screen. Right, you want my honest opinion, right? I reckon what I really should do to actually safeguard this is, let me move this back over, right? I'll move it back over here. It actually sees it's a little bit easier. What I'm probably better off doing is taking this drive out, right? You want my honest opinion? That way I don't lose nothing on this, because it's going to be a bugger to set back up, right? Take this drive out. I've got plenty of 3.5. I've got a couple of SATA hard drives there, and they're 500 gigabytes, right? I've got a couple of 5s. And I think what I should do is take this drive out, put in a blank drive, and install Linux Mint straight on the one in blank drives. That way, I don't lose Windows 11 on that front. Yeah, put it on a new drive and actually put Linux on it. I think that might be my best bet. And then go from there on that front. Because obviously, Windows is just too broken. They keep breaking it. And every time OBS updates, they break that as well. And I'm thinking that might be my best bet. And then just see how I get on with that. Yeah, my recommendation is not to use Linux now. What's the best one to actually use then? To stream, the better is to have a 2.5 SSD. Really? I've got plenty of I've got some 2.5s. Stick with Windows. Stick with Windows? Seriously? Dave's Unbranded, you agree? Yeah, you have that way. It's best to have the boot into BIOS. Yeah. So what should I put on it then? Put Windows 10 on, you're saying? Just, I can download Windows 10 and put that on. Back up your software with a stick with Windows. But no, I can take the drive out, Michael. I've got plenty of drives. I've got loads of drives over there. I've got about 20 drives on that front. No, XP. I'm using Windows 10. I could actually put Windows 10 on. I could actually do that. I actually got on better with Windows 10 than 11, and that is no exaggeration. I might actually do that. Then it'll be 100%. I won't have any problems, because Windows 11 just keeps breaking, and OBS every time from Windows 11 it just breaks. Pico, yeah, it's best to have both operating systems. That way you can choose which one. Yeah, I might do that. What I'll do, I'll take this drive out, sling in a blank 500 gigabyte drive, because I'm only going to use it for streaming. I'm not using this for gaming. 500 is more than enough, which I've got one over there. It's another IDE drive, SATA drive. It's 500 gig. I'll sling that in and put Windows 10 on. Update it, get it updated, and then just run it from that at that point. Yeah, I like Linux stuff a lot, but I thought you might be concerned about skills. Yeah, that's the only thing. The skills you do need with Linux, you do. I'm looking at that Windows, looking at that Linux Mint. They have updated it now. I've never used it since. I haven't used it for over 10 years, maybe longer. And they have definitely done it nicely. They look like they've tried to copy Windows with the click on updates. Yeah, don't understand all the Windows, but hate them all. Yeah, hate all of them. Because what I'm saying is, things before I upgraded to Windows 11, Windows 10 was running perfectly with OBS. I never had no problems at the end of the day. Yeah, I reckon that you could get with Mint. Yeah. Yeah. Is there a way of doing a dual boot? So that way I could have Windows, and 500 gigs going to be more than enough to run Windows and obviously to run Linux Mint. There must be a way to run like a dual boot, and that way I could use the other drive and run Windows 10 and Linux Mint at the same time, so I could pick which one. But obviously I haven't done a dual boot for ages. I suppose if I Google it, Yeah, you can just actually, you boot them from, oh right, so you can actually boot them from the BIOS side. Yeah, that's a good shout. That's actually not a bad shout at all, yeah. Yeah, I do have a lot of the bloat. It's actually, I don't install correctly. Bloat is software that you need to get round and stuff and they're working on it. So yeah, it's not good for my boot. Microsoft tends to override. That's what I thought. It does. This is the trouble. It overrides everything in the master boot side. Choose a drive in the boot menu, and then it's sort of the way the apps are built. It's sort of legacy frameworks. Yeah, I think that you should update those internal drivers from the window. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I actually am going to do that. Mr. Pico said the same thing. Update them. Yeah, I'm actually trying. No, I'm actually trying to tell him. So, you might have to guide me through it. Obviously, you obviously know what you're doing on that front. You might have to got me on Discord, right? And if you guide me through it, sir, obviously that'd be a lot easier. Yeah, just pick them chipsets first and install them and then reboot. All right, I will. What? Reboot? What shall I do? I'll come out this stream, right? I install them drivers. I'll restart everything, go through all the settings, and I'll do another stream just to see if it's actually come out of 480. I think that might be a best bet. Because I've got to sort this out, obviously, because if I'm going to do a stream, I can't stream at 480. It's a joke. I can actually see it. It's grainy as anything. Well, it's not like super grainy, but it ain't great. I can see all jagged lines on my phone and everything. It don't seem clear. Yeah, I'm actually still I'm still unsure with PC issues now on YouTube. Yeah, it's PC or YouTube. I think it's the PC that's causing it because it's. I wasn't having this issue before. 480. Yeah, it seems fine on an 8-inch Samsung tablet. Obviously, Mookie's right. Obviously, the smaller tablet, it don't matter. Check your studio. Actually, let me have a quick look. But not on a 27-inch monitor. No, obviously not, Carfor. You're right there, sir. You're right, like you said. You're right on an 8-inch tablet side, but not a 20. Anything above that, no, it's obviously not. Mookie's got the right idea. I mean, this is all thanks to Windows updated and OBS updated. Then I come back and it give me a world of crap. Basically, it literally come up and not only broke part of Windows, but it's broke OBS, which I wanted to use the most. You guys giving it the big guns. Obviously, it makes your head swim, though, I've got to admit. You know, at the end of the day, if you want the best performance, connect your devices to OBS. Yeah, not when Windows breaks it, no, sir. Definitely. Obviously, I've never had this up before, no. Stream Elements live support and audio auto stop. I've never had that. That's completely different. I don't know what OBS have done, but obviously it's not great in the process. I've got an issue there now because I am streaming, and when I looked, you're right, I'm streaming at 480. It's lowest resolution. Yeah, also using the NVIDIA card for encoding. Yeah, that's a good shout. I have got an NVIDIA card in here. Perhaps is there an update for that? There might be an update for that. That could be causing problems. That's a good shout. Team's a bit carting for jobs or new ones, so I've gone to 11. I was running everything on there, literally everything. I never had no problems with since Windows 10. And when Windows 11 come on, it was all right until it got to 23H2, and then past that, it started to go pear-shaped. It started to go wrong. It was running absolutely fine. I actually got a little bit of better performance. But since they started doing more core updating, yeah, it broke it. Yeah, they're saying there's updates for the NVIDIA app. It's updating the latest version. Don't think an 18-inch tablet is a bit small, but you actually get used to it again. What NVIDIA card are you using? It's a 1660 Ti. Oh, for crying out loud. You should be able to use NVENC. Is that actually in the settings, sir? I don't think I actually see that. Do you know what? No, it annoys me that I've lost all my commands now. I've lost every command. It's not working. I'm not too much about better than a CPU. But it's right. Okay, so obviously it does make sense. Yeah, it's saying there's new updates. Let me go into system drivers. I bet there's a bloody update for it. Oh, yeah, there is. There is an update for it. Lovely. How did I know there was an update for the NVIDIA driver? At the end of the day, yeah, your card will be fine with H.264 or H.265. It's obviously too old for VC1. Yeah, don't use VC1. But you'll be, yeah. They're just saying it is. I've just had a look, and they're saying it is a driver update for it. Let me click to show you. So obviously it's downloading a driver. So because I clicked on the settings, you've got the overlay. Required data. Data is necessary for it to be switched off. Configuration performance. Error and crash data logging. Features. So tells you the system. Video. That's obviously not maximum performance. Oh, we are automatically tuning. Turn that on. There you go. That'll do. That might help a little bit. Give it a little bit of extra boost. Yeah, I'm a booter. Yeah, I'm a Tinker booter actually. Yeah, that PC is old. It is old enough, but it should be fine with the WHQL stuff. I love the people who are actually streaming. I've got a 4090. That's what's in my beast. And I'm still using, I've got an Intel i9 9900K 9th generation with a 4090 and 32 gigs of DDR4. It's fine. But I barely use it. Obviously I've got more into streaming. Now I'm running into problems. There's no surprise there because it's Windows again. To a certain degree. Or OBS. If it ain't Windows, it's OBS, or vice versa, or both. In this case, it's both. Why are you streaming this? Because I wanted to do a test stream to see if it was working, because it broke it. Yeah, use the big boy. Yeah, you should actually stream off your beast. Yeah, I won't have no issues there. But it's still got Windows 11 on, which it won't help with the situation. That weighs over 24 kg because it's glass and metal. Oh, it's not as heavy as the one that Mr. PCDD had, 50 kg, but 24 kg, you can feel it. You pick it up. It's really heavy. It's anything above 20 kg, you start feeling it because it's all glass. It's got beveled glass around it. That's why it's expensive. Yeah, part of the setup now is that you're dealing with updates and what to do with it. Yeah, you could actually run. Yeah, I could actually run the VMs. I couldn't run VMs. No. Obviously, I've just tried it and it bricked the system. Well, it actually didn't like it. So yeah, obviously the problem that I was having with this on that front, there looks like there's a few updates. So I think what I need to do, yeah, Intel drivers as well. Yeah, imagine having a 4090 and 9900K and then not using it. Well, obviously it's sitting behind. Rex, don't worry about the video. Do the stuff first. What the updates, what the other stuff is, like all the other updates. They look like they was all to do with Intel. Yeah, do all the Intel stuff first. So yeah, obviously that does have that. What, and see if that fixes it. Yeah, installed that. It said 2016. That's why I didn't install them. I thought, oh, the drivers are too old. I thought it was going to clash. Yeah, 2016. Oh, it's 20. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So I need to install that. Perhaps that's what's causing some of these problems. Yeah, that's the latest, best version of the driver. Right. That's why I didn't install them. Because obviously they're additional drivers. When I say it said additional, I said, well, it's not important. I thought, get all the important ones done and the additional ones. And when I looked at the driver dates, I went, it's 2016. Why are they putting 2016 drivers on? Because sometimes you get conflictions. I've done this before and I've got a problem. It come up with an error. Yeah, what the CPU's on the... what is the CPU on this? An i5... I did write it down. It was Mr. PC did his spare board. He'd give us it. I did. Oh, I can't. For the love of God, I can't find it. I did write it down, guys. Is it on there? No. Is it on that one? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found it. Tell you what one it is. It's a chipset Intel i5 7400. I did write it. I knew I'd read it down. Yeah, not the old scene Windows 11 driver updated since 1950 for some reason. Jesus. Yeah. It did what? It updated dated from 1950 for some Jesus. And Microsoft said, oh, these drivers can be delivered to systems that are quality detected chipsets. On that front. Octcows. Oh no, not Jesus. Microsoft. Yes. It's broken. Mr. Octcows, it's broken my OBS and it's broken part of Windows. Yeah, I'm afraid so, sir. I just tried running a virtual machine with Linux Mint and yeah, it actually broke Linux Mint. It was hilarious. So, obviously, I don't know what it's done. Yeah, it's the slight bug with the date. So, yeah, I'm afraid I'm running. Even though I've got full HD, it's streaming at 480. And I had a look. It is streaming at 480. And there ain't no 480 settings on here. It's not a bug. It's actually a dev either missed a date or it's set wrong in the package where it come from. I'm thinking that's where it is. Yeah, I think Michael could be right there. I'm thinking it's obviously it's not updated properly, and I'm thinking that's what's caused it, or they've done something to it. 25H2 is when I did read, it did have a problem. Which is bloody frustrating, to be honest, because it's. But I've got other digital signature updates for the Intel stuff, and I didn't install it because I thought that there might have been a problem. Because it said 2016. Yeah, the file attributes could be set to dates and versions. Yeah. I think you're right there, Michael. It does include like dates and versions of that. Obviously, I know what I think. I'll tell you what I'm pretty sure I'm saying. Did Windows obviously didn't install them and it put a generic driver to keep them up to date, to keep Windows from running properly. That's probably why it put them in additional driver sections and kept them separated. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, yeah. They're all generic now, so yeah, they're actually older. Yeah, now, yeah, it's not actually improved on. So, What's the best way round this then? Obviously, sling another drive in, put Windows 10, and also try and do a dual boot into Linux Mint, so I can have both. And then obviously, if I do have problems, I can go straight to Mint as well. Because I've got enough drives. I have got enough drives. I will update these. I'll update all the drives. Your question is that the beast? So you will, yeah. I would say stick with Windows. Right. Okay. What? Just I've got Windows 10. I can download Windows 10 on that front. Now you need an SSD, maybe a drive at least. That's one thing I've not got. I've got no SSDs. All I've got is SATA drives. That's all I've got, which are the old platter drives. Try and update the drives first. I'll try that. Well, there's only one drive update, which is a patch core update for, obviously, for Microsoft. Get your fastest planner then. Yeah. Yeah, SSD does huge improve. Yeah, it would do. This would actually help it. That's one thing I have not got on that front. No SSDs. That would have been a massive help because that would have cut all this bottlenecking effect out. Obviously, it's choking itself up with the drive. 7,200 RPMs are obviously slow. This is reasons why updating them. No, under the additional updates. Well, there's loads, and I'll show you. Let me go to the desktop, but they're outdated. That's probably why they put them on there. So I'll go to settings and I'll show you guys. You can see it for yourself. Glue. Mr. Worms is going to say, get the glue out. I'll totally agree with you there, sir. Get the glue. Or better still, put it in a bin. Not as slow as the 5400 laptop in one. I can imagine them, Mookie. I definitely can. So the only other one, look, if I install that, it's just, all that is just a security patch. That's all that is. So that won't take there. But if I go into the advanced one and go down to delivery optimization, optional updates. Yeah, all the core update ones are on here, which is Intel. It's mainly all Intel stuff. Look, Intel. Oh, except for Realtek, which is Realtek is obviously going to be sound card. Give it 60 volts. Stu says give it 60. I'll tell you, that would definitely do it. Give it 60 volts. That'll 100% speed it up permanently. Then I'll have no board. I'm obviously thinking, oh no. Yeah, they're the only other ones that I've got that was all on there. And they're all 2016 packages, every single one. That one's from 1970. Look, 1970, that one. Bloody hell. What? It's true, look. You guys can see it. I'm not making it up. It's got 1970. First to the first, that's older than me. That's actually older than me. That makes that 56. That makes that 57 years old.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Who's it?
Hey, buddy.
Hold up. Who's? I wonder if that was. Ah, there you go. Who's?
I'm on Discord, Dave. Dave. I'm on Discord.
Dave. Sorry, my friend. There you go. I can see if Dave. Sorry. Let me have a look.
What's up, buddy?
Sorry, bud. Yeah, I can see you now. Obviously, it must have been running in the background. So I've got them additional drivers. They said that some of these drivers are going right back to 1970. First to the first 1970.
I don't see 1970.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. Unless it's like some system from some security update from 1970.
Jesus, that makes it older than me. See ya.
I'm 72. So
But you're the same age as me, sir. I'm 72, so on that front. So yeah, obviously on that front, on there. So what would you say with all these additional drivers, these advanced optional drivers? Shall I install these?
Yeah, there's system drivers. I don't see why you wouldn't, unless it's like the driver that makes it run slower. You know, the Intel driver that makes it run slower.
Yeah.
But that's just a security driver.
I don't know why I've got a black screen on that front. That's.
Well, why? I don't. You were running fine beforehand, right?
100%. What actually? I'll tell you what actually happened. Right? It actually it done an update when I turned it on, and I left it. It was on for about 40 minutes. So I thought I'll let it do its update thing, and I thought, right, okay, I'll go out. I took the dog out, give the dog a run, and I thought, and then I come back. It was all done. It all restarted, and it was just sitting there. So I thought, right, okay, I'll give it a run. I had a look. It was quite a lot of updates, and I said, "Oh no, it updated OBS. There was an update with OBS. Yeah, straight away." And then I got into OBS, and then OBS wasn't opening properly. And when I looked, all my commands in OBS, especially my camera setup, I've got all my commands set up, wouldn't open. It just wouldn't open. It just sat there. So I come out of it, restarted the computer, tried it again. It worked, but now it lost all of my settings. So obviously it's given me the new interface. I've got settings here I've never even seen before. So I don't know what it's actually put. But now obviously I've lost literally all of it. So
your output, your video bitrate is what?
Yeah, output. Let me show you. I can actually show you on the output rate. So if I go into settings, because I've got it in duplication, so you guys can see as well. So if I go into, the stream, yeah. So if I go into stream, sorry, my friend, that's it. So the streaming out.
One more down. It says output on the one more stream down here.
There you go.
So you're using NVENC now?
Yeah.
Maybe you can't handle NVENC. Is that possible?
Well, this was left on defaulted when I was streaming last time, and it was running lovely. Obviously, I haven't. So what it's done, it looks like to me, it's left the last lot of settings as it was working, which I can see. But for some reason, OBS now is running at 480. So it's obviously something's now conflicted with the app, which it shouldn't be, because I did have a look and I've not touched none of this, and this was running fine on that front. But now for some reason it's now not working it. So
I would say this is probably your issue. I don't know for sure, but maybe it wasn't running NVENC.
Yeah.
Michael's telling me to stop. Michael, you can just come on Discord and tell us yourself.
Yeah, that's true, Michael. It'd be easier, bud. I mean, every little helps. I mean, obviously, this is the issue that we end up having. Again, can I put this down to Microsoft causing this issue, or OBS causing the problem? I mean, it could be. I've never seen anything like it, Michael. To be honest, I've not seen. I don't know. I'm racking my head about it, bud. I really am. Because obviously, why take something that was all working nicely and then all of a sudden one update now completely just bricks the system, or it don't work it properly?
We're on Discord. I saw him asking which Discord.
Worms actually says, why don't you try 144 for Windows?
We can't try anything because it's set right now because it's streaming. Yeah,
that's right. It won't let me click on nothing because you're right, because I'm actually in streaming at the moment on that front.
Although I'm streaming, I can click on stuff, so I don't know why.
So that's
technically streaming.
This is what I'm saying. The latest version is actually saying that you're actually on 26 of the first 12. This is the streaming date at the bottom, right at the bottom of the on the Element side on there. So obviously it looks like it's updated to the latest version of OBS.
No, technically, I'm streaming and I can still click around, so it's kind of weird.
That makes sense. That's absolutely, yeah. There's obviously an issue here, but then there's nothing on here. It shouldn't be saying that you're streaming in like 480.
Yeah, I'm running virtual camera, which is basically the same thing as streaming.
Yeah.
It's still what we do.
Yeah, I don't get it, bud. I really don't. I'm now literally. I've restarted the PC 2 or 3 times. So
It's not helping, according to Michael Dilemma.
No, Dave. No, Michael's actually saying it's not. It's actually not helping. No, I actually threw the motorway. Oops.
No, he's saying I'm not helping.
Oh right, okay. He's not actually helping. Yeah.
He's not helping. He's not coming on and helping, but he's saying I'm not helping.
Oh well. I'm still stuck. I mean, I'm the only other way I can get. The only other way I can actually get round this, I could go down the other route, which is actually take the drive out, right? Do all the updates, retry it again, and see if it'll restream to see if the.
I don't think it's a driver. I think it's an OBS issue.
I personally, that's, you want my opinion? I think it is. Windows is completely. It's like a sidetrack, like OBS. It's only an add-on because it's a.
Windows issue would be.
Yeah.
Windows wouldn't hamper you down to 480.
No, exactly. So I totally agree. I honestly think that the new update is obviously broke OBS. I'm thinking it's done something because it's knocked all my camera settings out, my commands, everything. It corrupted.
Yeah, I haven't updated OBS, so I don't. I'm not. I don't want to. I never really do.
Yeah. Worms is actually saying the advice is pull it in the bin. Obviously, the bin.
You could try. You know what you could try? You could try your other computer. You could try to stream and see if you get the same results. But I don't think you will. I think the other computer would be fine.
Yeah. I might have to. If the worst comes to it, I mean, I could actually just, obviously, I'm not using it for gaming. It's overkill for what I want. I mean, otherwise it's going to stop me from streaming properly. But I mean, Windows has got problems of its own. That I can understand. But it won't stop the program because I'm actually using the program. But obviously, the update has broke something in OBS, and it's not the first time this has not happened because it has done it a few times.
No,
but
people complain about that all the time, about the updates breaking OBS. And that's kind of why I stay away from it. It says, "Do you want to update?" I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, and I think what it done, it must have got put in with the update with Windows, and when I come back, it was a fresh look.
You're running Stream Elements too, right?
Yeah, no, I've never seen that before. That's what I'm saying. This new version, and I've never had this come up. It's coming up, Stream Elements Live Support and Auto Stop. This is all new. This is one of the new updates. They've added all in, so I don't know what they've actually done to it.
Somebody said you should just shut it down and then take Bronson for a walk. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Obviously, it's getting quite late here. It's 7:34 in the evening on that front.
Here it's. What am I? 5 hours behind you. So.
Yeah, I think you are I think you're about 5 hours behind. Yeah, so.
I just replaced this screen that was broken. Customer smashed it.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
The customer smashed it.
Oh.
But it's funny. I told him. I said, it was just the hinge broken. I was like, oh, I'll give you your computer back. Just be very careful when you open it. You don't want to smash the screen. He calls me back 20 minutes later. He goes, sorry, I smashed the screen. I'm like,
really? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So he broke the screen and they're ordering them apart. So I just ordered from the Dell Parts people.
Yeah.
The whole screen with the hinges and everything.
Wow.
It was so easy to do.
So how much is a new screen for one of them, Mike?
It was 200 and change. So like 212. I am in Pennsylvania, by the way.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Is that without taxes, or is that all in with taxes and everything?
Yeah, it was like 212. So I charged the guy 275 because honestly, it was so easy to do. It was four screws and a connector.
Yeah.
Made life easy.
Yeah. Obviously, people
that's
don't.
Joe, right? Matt Matt Matambo is Joe, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think he actually did look.
I think that's his name is Joe.
Yeah, because like you said, looking at the I mean, I'm not going to be able to do much with this. I'm thinking it straight away that I know that I'm going to end up with having problems. Because if Windows, if the OBS is updated to the latest software, if I tried reinstalling OBS again, would it go straight? Because I can uninstall OBS and try it again from fresh, but then it might automatically update to the latest version.
I think it would give you the newest version.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'll just reinstall the new version.
I could explain my New York accent, by the way.
Yeah, your accent's.
I spent 22 years in New York, so
Your accent's very good, sir. So it's like, it's but yeah, I'm thinking that this. Oh, Andy's in. Andy's in the chat.
I spent most of my life in New York, so it's kind of
Yeah.
my accent. It was a New York City EMS back in the day in the 90s.
Did you? What made you move? What actually made you move from New York, sir? Did you?
Actually, we went from New York to New Jersey, and in New Jersey, the taxes went up so high.
Wow.
That I couldn't afford to live there anymore. So
yeah.
We further out west. Ended up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice out there.
My job's mostly remote, so I could be wherever I want.
Yeah. Do you find it's a much more chilled environment, like a much better environment?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It would be, in New York, my family still lives there. We go back there once in a while.
Yeah.
It's always like you're driving and the person cuts you off and they're always fighting for spots. It's one freaking parking space and you're fighting to get in it. I just let people go now, like when I used to be there, it was like a dog eat dog world. Now everybody opens the door for it's just a nice town. Everybody opens the door, everybody says hello, everybody's waves. It's a big difference between New York and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, sure. I can understand on that front.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what I need to do now, Michael, Dave, I think I might have to give this a restart. I'll install them updates, restart this PC, and then see if it solves the problem, and then just try to see if it'll restart again.
Yeah, see if Michael has any ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can actually see. They're all showing that they can actually see. Dave can see himself because I can see it through the screen. Dave can see through that, so it's like an inverse. It's going through the phone.
Looking at myself.
Obviously there's a 4-second delay, so that's up, Andy. Mr. Swindon's in. I didn't know Mr. Swindon's in. No, I was joking. So yeah.
In Discord?
Yeah, no, he's in the messaging side. You haven't got the messages up, have you?
I stream here. I don't even like to stream in YouTube. I just stream on Discord.
Yeah.
No one ever comes in here.
No, this is the only thing I think, because everyone uses YouTube side on that front. But yeah, unbelievable. But yeah, you haven't got none of the messages up, so now you can't see the messages. Everyone's saying hello and everything. So
no, I don't see it because you have the other screen up.
Yeah. Obviously, it's
actually I do have it on my phone.
I think because it's gone onto live chat on that front. Happy birthday, everyone! Whose birthday is it?
Happy birthday,
Mr. Watkins. Whose birthday is it? Everyone's birthday. Obviously, I'm streaming in 480. I've actually come down in the world. Squish, Rusty Russ. Oh, Mr. Rusty Russ. Well, I'm 21 again. Well, I was only supposed to be doing a test stream because I only wanted to find out what's causing this problem. Obviously, 420. Obviously, Mr. Swindon. Oh no, I'm 21 again.
I laugh. Did you see the size of this TV I put in here?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've got a bit of a beast behind. I've I've got the Mr. Swindon actually did give me a nice 40-inch TV, which I'm streaming on at the moment. I only had a very small TV on that front. Yeah, it says they're actually Carrefour's actually saying it's 480 on that. This streaming wise, the TV.
You can see it pretty digitized. It's kind of crappy looking.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Obviously.
Sometimes I'm watching on my phone anyway. It doesn't matter, but it was just odd that I'm seeing it in 480.
Yeah. Well, it was working all lovely in 1080.
I came from Coder stream, and Coder was like at 4K basically, and then you come over to you and you're at 480.
Yeah. Well, I've downgraded. I've come down a bit. Obviously, I've down. Yeah, I was going to say, so I'm
nicely given being.
Just hoping that I can get this sorted out, because this is going to be very frustrating very quickly. That
We might have you in resolution, but you're a nicer human being than him. So.
Oh, thanks, Dave. It's much appreciated, sir. On that front. Now, Michael says you'll be fine, chill, on that front. So he said, yes, Charles. The monitor can't handle it. No, obviously. It's Mr. Swindon give me this lovely TV, and I thought, well, now I can see it so much better. But obviously, I can see the picture, and it is grainy at 480. It's not the best of quality. So
I mean, listen, most people they don't unless you're doing board repair. No one's really gonna watch. No one really cares what your resolution is.
No. It doesn't spin that fan on that machine. Now everyone's in the stream. I don't want to. I can't. I'm frightened to end the stream now, because obviously I've got to do all them updates on the machine. And
if you ever need a co-host, I'm always available.
Thanks, Dave. Much appreciated, my friend. On that. So yeah, I think what I'll have to do is see if I can try to sort this out. Yeah, you can resume the stream. Yeah, but I've got to restart the machine, Mr. Swindon. Obviously, these.
But he's saying if you restart the machine and then go into your streams, when you hit the stream button, it says there's two options there. If you go to the right option, it'll tell you what stream you could resume.
Right. Okay. You can force close OBS in Task Manager, and then you can and then you can restream it after, resume it. Right. Okay. Let's.
It's worth a try.
I'm here for the smoke. Mr. Worms is saying, yeah, hell no, we won't go. Mr. Watcows, he says, hell no, we won't go.
You're building up viewers and you don't even know it.
No,
people.
Well, I did do, Michael, but obviously I'm surprised now. Obviously, I've lost a few valuable customers now. Obviously, they're saying the quality is not great. They're probably saying, chill. You've gone down in quality streaming now. You've gone from 1080 down to 19 watching. Thanks, Mr. Pico. That's probably why I ain't got the numbers coming up.
Well, you want 1080? I don't even know. I don't know what my stream ever is. But
that's what David. Mr. Andy says what? Mr. Swindon, who won the football? Did they actually win the footy? Swindon was playing. Mr. Swindon was watching Swindon playing his local football team. Yeah. Oh, we lost. Oh, right. Okay. Well, that made that. Yeah. Obviously. Oh no. So, the Swindon team lost. Oh dear.
What is the Swindon team's name? Is it like the Jackals or something?
I don't know. That's a good shout there, sir. No, we don't watch it all. No.
The Swindon Seagulls, because that's all he has around there. Swindon Seagulls.
That's a good shout, sir. That could be the Swindon Seagulls. Actually, it's a good. We might actually have it. That Swindon they lost. That we don't. Charles actually put. Otkel's put. Ha ha ha. Swindon lost, and I don't care. Obviously, Swindon Town. Mookie says it's Swindon Town. So actually,
they don't have like a name, like the. I don't know. What's a good name for a soccer club?
I'm not really into soccer, sir. So I don't.
Andy.
I think
he said the Swindon Andes. So
Oh, there's
yeah,
Swinton Mandy's. Nice. That's a no.
good job.
That's a good shout, sir. Very good. Andy's holding his head. He's going, oh no. Well, fancy coming out with that one.
Yeah.
I've even lost all my DJI microphone sound settings. OBS has completely took it all that away. I've got nothing there I've got even nothing in there. So I've lost all my commands. That's not working. It took the sound settings away for the DJ microphone. So I'm now using the camera. It's defaulted straight to the camera. What's the update, White? Yeah, that's so. For what it's done, it looks like it's took my camera setting. It wiped the camera settings, or it corrupted, which I couldn't gain access to. I never have issues with Windy 11. Obviously, I might have to install Windows 10 and see if I can go back to Windows. I've never had none of these problems with Windows 10. I wish they would have just left it, to be honest, Dave.
Yeah, well.
You know, seriously, it didn't.
They gotta add their AI.
You know, obviously that's what it is. Since they've done all the AI settings, I think that's exactly what they've done. I think they've completely and utterly just broke it on that front. Mookie, shush. Andy Will's remote and he's setting up your commands. Obviously, that's a laugh. I can't even get them to work. Obviously, oh no. AI, yeah, I don't have the AI trash. No, we can hear you fine, and your quality ain't that bad. Ain't too bad. Chill. Let me know if you want to do a quick assessment on anything that you get set up going. I will do, Michael. Thank you, sir. On that front. Tracy says hello. Trace, hello, sweet. Obviously, I've got problems tonight. I can't stream anything because I'm in 480, so I've got problems of my own, and Windows updated and OBS updated, and it completely broke everything in the process. Oh, and to top that, Bronson ate half of my yogurt, which I was enjoying, and he's left the yogurt pot over the side there. So he's gone back to sleep. Don't no. tell Tracy happy Valentine's. Oh yes, it's Valentine's. I've actually forgot all about it. Yeah, she said, "What are you on about?" She had no clue on about that stuff. Oh right, I'm sorry. She says hello everyone. I'm looking right. Okay. Obviously, I've that come out completely the wrong way, innit? So yeah, Bronson's gone back to sleep. So obviously, he's had me yogurt and he's happy on that front. But I'm really gutted because, to be honest, he actually Mookie says, "Hi Tracy, we love you." Michael says, "Hello Tracy." So all coming up. Carfor says, "Hello Tracy." I'm being your voices for everyone on this front, so yeah, I actually forgot it was Valentine's Day. On that front.
Yeah, we did it yesterday. We went out to dinner because we didn't want to go. We didn't want to have to deal with the crowds.
Yeah, that's that's totally understandable, sir. That totally understandable at all. On that front, I'm actually go. Yeah, give your loved ones a squeeze. If I tried to do that with Bronson, I'd lose my hand. He's taking her. She says, "Thank you, guys. That's all right. That's what we're here for."
I ended up cleaning this PC for the guy.
Oh wow!
Right?
Yeah, I can actually see that, Dave.
He did really good, but you know what his problem was? I never even checked. His AIO is dead.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't even know because, it was so filthy. He was in here for a cleaning, and I put it all back together. So, your AIO is dead. So.
Oh.
I'm a regular fan.
Did he actually know that was dead? Did he actually know that it was not working on that?
He said, "Oh, it's he wasn't here. He specifically came for a cleaning, so I didn't even really pay attention."
Yeah.
He said, "Once in a while, my game shuts down, and this and that." And I'm like, I said, it could be a power supply. It could be, it could be a lot of things. And then I get it all back together, and I hear the clicking of the AIO going, the tapping, like a.
Yeah.
like it's not pumping water anymore. And sure enough, it was a dead AIO. And
Oh
he
wow.
probably could have saved himself some money just by replacing the CPU fan.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, like you said, and they're cheap enough, aren't they, on that front? So,
Yeah, it needed a cleaning. So, I mean, it did need a cleaning. It was bad. It was full of
well,
weed.
I know what it's like. Dust is a big killer on PCs, unfortunately. Like a 90% of it, obviously, it acts like a short. It don't do boards very good on that front. And
This
there's a lo-
Jake fan had the 120 millimeters of dust on three fans. It was just 120 millimeters of
wow.
clogged dust. You know?
Yeah, obviously that's took years for it to clog up like that, and it obviously he's left that for quite some time, and obviously I've noticed that keeping PCs on floor obviously sucks up dust more quickly.
On a carpet, yeah, it does. If you could, yeah. I mean, when it came here, it was filthy. Now, I mean, like I even cleaned the
Yeah, wow, look at that. That looks a lot cleaner. Yeah.
I mean, if you saw it before, it was like.
No, I can imagine. Obviously, it looks like brand new again. I mean, obviously PCs, obviously they do get choked up.
I feel like if somebody's going to pay you specifically to clean, you should actually clean it. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I go in the fans. I do everything. I take all the fans out. I took the power supply out.
That's the best way to do it. If you're going to clean it, is to take it. That's what I do with mine. I'll give it a deep clean, just over a year, and I clean it every year. Just take it all apart, give it a good clean, put fresh thermal paste. I do the fresh thermal paste every 3 years when I do that.
I put MX4 on it, but
that's it.
Change the fan.
Yeah.
But like they're paying over $100 to get a cleaning.
Wow.
But it takes me longer to do a cleaning on this stupid thing than it does pretty much anything I do. I could change an HDMI port in 15 minutes and make the same money. So,
yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's obviously it's like you said. Yeah, but you must come across problems sometimes with PCs. Dealing with PC, I mean, obviously, I know by Mr. PCDD, he runs into problems with his own. Obviously, like there is some things, and the boards. The trouble is with a lot of these boards, especially when people try to build PCs, it's when they put the CPU and then damage all the pins actually on the shield itself. Then it's game over, because then it's very expensive.
Yeah. Well, they leave the tape that says "Please remove."
Oh yeah, I've seen that a few times. I've seen it. So yeah, 100%.
Fantastic. I love when people do that stuff.
They come.
I've started on PCs, and there's not enough business around it. That's why I kind of moved away from it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's not a demand or a cry for it like it used to do back in the early days. So, this is a prime example. I think this is why PCs end up, unless you like Mr. PCDD, he's got over. I think he owed over 500 of feedbacks plus feedbacks. How good he is. So. Obviously, like people now recommend him, so obviously he's built his empire up on that front.
Yeah, I think he has a lot of older clients too. So
really exactly. Yeah, things like laptops, things like that. Your PCs, obviously. So yeah, you can. But I mean, I'm trying to get in like what Mr. Swindon's doing. So I try to do a little bit of everything, but I mainly deal with vintage stuff. So. On that front, but it's obviously it's not an easy game to get into, because it's very hard to diagnose problems with vintage. Even though it seems more easier, it's much harder to diagnose the problem and getting the parts. That's one problem I definitely do run into an issue of trying to get parts for.
Yeah, but like consoles and stuff, you guys have a lot more people out there that do it. So
yeah.
The prices are lower. Like around here, I'm the only one within 10 square miles that does anything with placing HDMI ports or anything.
Yeah. Obviously,
so you're either gonna pay me or,
Yeah, because
really not get it. Actually, that's not true. I'm the cheapest within 10 square miles, I should say.
Yeah. Well, that's good business for you, no, sir. So obviously there is, people want these things done. They know, they know they can come straight to you and you can repair it.
I have low overhead. This is my garage. Well,
Yeah.
it used to be my garage.
Yeah. So obviously, I've turned my living room into like a desktop sort of thing on that front. So yeah.
That's the only thing that sucks, because I have people coming to my house. Like kind of like Ace does. He's got people coming to his home, and I don't know. I feel like maybe it's kind of. I just don't feel well about it.
Yeah, comfortable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I would rather have a shop somewhere, but it's. Can you imagine? I'd have to pay the heating, the electric, and I'd pay all that stuff.
You probably had more paying out to do than what you would be coming trying to earn a living out of it. So yeah, it's a sort of like it's a sort of like a double-edged sword, really, and you can't win. So on that front, but yeah. Right, Dave, I'm gonna let you leave, sir, because on that front. But thank you for popping on and having a little chat. It's really nice speaking to you.
I'll catch you later.
Thanks, bud.
I'm just gonna mute my mic. I'm still on them.
No worries, bud. You look after yourself and speak again.
Yeah.
Bye, mate. Bye. Right, so let's close all that up. Thanks, guys. Mick, you're going to restart your PC? Yeah, I'm going to have to, and I've got no option, my friend. I don't know if I can actually recover this. I mean, I'm streaming. I have lost a good portion of all my camera setups, so I've had to manually install everything in that front. Any lovely person to speak to, Dave, at the front. I was wondering what the voice was. Don't forget to force close OBS and your task manager, and it will be waiting on that front. We're quenching here. Oh no, sorry. We're sorry. Oh yeah, talk about the merch. Obviously, Mr. Pico got his cup today. Let me quickly show you the other mug that I've ordered. Mr. Pico actually got it himself, but he did show me. I've ordered the same mug. Yeah, there it is. This is the other mug that I've got. I've got it in black, and it's actually quite nice. So that's fun. Mr. Pico's actually got a cup, and he's going to send me one. So this is Mr. Pico's cup, because I'm trying to gather all the cups on that front. Obviously, I've got Ace's cup coming. So this is Mr. Pico's cup on that front. His e-waste cup, and he's got his P logo on the other side, so you can have both sides of it. So it's actually really nice. So yeah, actually really nice in that front. So how do I actually do this thing, Ange? So I do the updates. Don't shut it down. What about on the back? What on the back of my the back of the mug? No, there's nothing on the back of the mug. It just wraps round. It's a bit like on your one. So Mr. Pico's got his business logo on there, and the P on the front of his one. So if I do the updates and just restart it and don't shut this down, don't stop the stream, it's going to restart the PC. Once it restarts the PC, do I go back into YouTube and click resume update? Is that what it means? But then obviously it's going to resume that, and it just force close OBS in Task Manager and then restart OBS. Right, okay. I'll tell you what. Let me take a picture of that, because I'm going to forget what you're going to tell me, and then I'm going to think, oh no. Let me just take a quick picture, and then I can read that back. Right, so it says just force close OBS Task Manager, then restart. Right, click Manage Broadcast, then select existing streams, then click Resume Streams. I've got that. Thanks, Ian. Right, so I'll tell you what. So let me do that now then, while I'm still streaming. So I go to Task Manager, shut down OBS, force close OBS, right? Which